So
Say
we can say
that sleeping is very important to give us more focus on what we do.
Sure. So it's really important and we need it. But actually, we are, I mean, I speak about myself. I not usually sleep earlier, and that's sometimes make me nervous in the morning. But it's habit. So we can,
Yeah.
sometimes I can control about that and sleep earlier, but uh, sometimes it's hard because uh, we are busy with sometimes with social media or read something, or maybe you have
Yes.
to prepare for your exam or your task or so. And maybe sometimes you have headache or stress, when you have a long
Yes.
day or you have,
Yeah.
let's say, a long week. So sometimes you feel a headache and you can't sleep. That's also it's much problem, and I hate when I feel in this situation.
So, as Ross mentioned, the amount of sleep is very important. I remember when I was at college,
Hmm.
I still I don't sleep too much, just for hour or two, especially in Ramadan. So when I get up at morning, I felt very tired and terrible feeling. So the amount of sleeping is very important.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I want also to say. It's really important to have enough sleep, um, because otherwise you.
Sometimes and the now I have plan with sleep. Now it's very important to take uh, half hour to sleep in the afternoon. It's very important. I figure out when you in the exam. I think you Sarah or Sahar. You know the master degree need more time to analyzing or the savings more things. After you take the to half hour in the exam, you can. It's very important to sleep 1 hour afternoon, and in the night you must to take 5 or 6 hour without if you the sleep it's a little in the morning in the exam don't remember everything.
Yeah,
I,
sure. You mean you should have a rest when you.
yes.
I
يعني
mean, in the afternoon. So it's really important when you have to read during the day and you have the long day, like you woke up earlier, let's say around 7, and you start to read or do your task. So it's really important to have a rest. Even if you couldn't sleep, you can just rest for a half or 1 hour. It's really important because that's give you, I mean, mm, energy to continue your day. So because otherwise, I think your day it will be end earlier. I mean earlier evening, so you can do continue until the 7 or 8 p.m.
I
So
ask my friends. I ask my friends. It is a role model for me, really, in the life about to the authors in Islamic English. Told me how you can complete the more author books. Told me number one, you should to sleep all time. It's very important. Not depends. If you like to complete everything, you can take more rest. يعني in meanings if you like يعني it should be to take rest after 3 or 4 hours. It's very important to complete their time. Sometimes in the exam, family or my wife or my I told her I will stay all night to complete the books. I figure out in the on experience, if you complete the all night to every night to complete the books. It is mistakes. You should take the rest. It's very important. Also in the life now, in my jobs, police stations, I am administrator. In my jobs, to complete, for example, treatment with people, or the continue with the officer managers, I figure out it's very important to take the rest, because if you without rest, you don't remember everything.
Sure, yeah. So that you will next day you will feel headache or I mean fatigue, and you can control your body or your mind. So that's really important to sleep during the night.
Okay, Dua. Sarah, do you hear me?
Yeah, for us.
Okay. How about you with the sleep in the your jobs? Some employees in Baghdad, for example, with jobs, I ask him, do you like to the rest after 4 or 5 hours with jobs? Told me it's very important. I ask more people about to the rest, to the take 1 hour or the two or two. I figure out more people with headache, or the, for example, it means يعني in Arabic سقوط الشعر. I figure out the people without continue jobs without stop. The sleep, it's very important to continue in the life, or the without disease. Do you agree with me?
Sorry, I couldn't understand what you say.
I ask you. I think you're employees, right? You have jobs, right?
Yeah, I have job.
Yes. I ask you, if you continue the jobs without stop, for example, 10 hours without stop, do you think it is good or no good?
Of course, not good.
Okay. Told me your experience with the sleep.
By the way, I talk with you. Maybe you feel my sound is sleepy because I wake up just now. I don't know why, but I felt
Oh,
very tired, so I have taken hour because yesterday I didn't sleep too much.
Good.
mhm.
Abdullah, do you hear me?
Yes, Mr.
Abdullah.
Faraz. Yes, I hear
Abdullah,
you.
the number one in the college in the last year. Okay. Please, Abdullah, the topic about to the sleep. Give
Yes,
me your experience with the sleep to complete to the took the number one in the college in the master degree. How
thanks
you
a
can
lot. I
control the
appreciate it.
time?
In fact, I am not successful in controlling my time because, yes, first of all, because sometimes I forgot my time. I make a lot of alarms, but I do not care, and I sometimes I am not following my rules. In fact, because I watching a lot of movies, I am admiring movies, and this is wrong thing. Sometimes I play online games. So I have a limit that I have to sleep at 11 or before 11, but sometimes I forgot myself. And then it would be until maybe 2 a.m. o'clock, and this is bad thing. Makes a lot of headache, and sometimes a neck ache, because I'm still concerning about what I'm interested in for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. This is a bad thing, especially when I sleep less for 3 or 4 hours only sleeping.
Okay, Sarah, do you hear me? Sarah?
The internet was cut. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, Sahar. Sahar. I
Yes.
think you live in Europe. Sometimes I am listening in the internet or
Mhm.
the more countries in Europe rely on the 8 hours jobs and 8 hours the sleep. That do you think that information it is strange? I think it's very important to jobs 8 hour the system around world. But I told you the secret. Sometimes in Iraq,
Mhm.
I figure out more people stay all time to complete the jobs, and the evening or the in the midnight. All me sorry, some people sleep and jobs in the night. Do you agree with them? Out, give me your experience about to the in Europe's in Hungary. I think you live in Hungary, right?
Yes, you are right. So I'm in Hungary. So actually, here the system is different. So it's totally different about, let's say, or from Arab country, and especially if we are talking about Iraq. So it's totally different because here people are like to sleep earlier, so around like 9 or maximum 10, because they are working earlier and they are working woke up earlier and they are working earlier, so they are starts around 8 and they almost finish around 4 or sometimes 6, because it depends on system where do you live. So I think here they are follow a good system that they are make day work, I mean during Monday to the Friday, but they are focus on the weekend. So in the weekend, they can take, I mean, uh, the entertainment like watch movie, or they are play online games, or hang out, or go to dance or meet friends, something like that. So, but they that's different about our system. So we are always don't control our time. So you can, I mean, if I speak about myself, because I always try to change the system. Sometimes I keep the week. I mean, during the the work day from Monday to the Friday, I can sleep earlier, but sometimes I can't because I was busy with read something or play or watch movie. So I think the system here is really benefit, and it's for that reason you can find them. They are protect, so always they are give something.
Yes, I agree with you. Really, I agree with you
Mhm.
that the Europe, especially Hungary, the product it is high because the people there it is systematic.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
because they have privacy. So يعني خصوصية, not like us. So at 10 no one will call other one. So sometimes for example I am on the 11 or 12 in the let's say in the midnight, and someone call me from my friend and he want to talk with me, or he has some issue, but here you can't find this. So that's the problem. uh, I mean.
Thank you very much, Shaima. Do you hear me, Shaima?
Yes, I hear you.
Good. Nice to meet you, Shaima.
Nice to meet you. Finally, I have won my exam.
I think you are successful, right, in exam?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Shaima, with the exam, what's the plan about with the? I think you have family, and you have children, and you have wife. sorry, we have husband. I ask you, yes, I ask you with what is how control the time with sleep or the with time.
I don't sleep. The first exam, I still wake all the night to the sun rise.
Okay, you have
Uh,
3 minutes to explain to explain control with the sleep, with your life, with your family, with exam.
I
Please.
try, but since Corona, everything changed. From the night, my children wake. In the morning, they are asleep.
Yes.
There is nothing more doing. Every the night they wake playing, eating, watching TV, or play in the mobile. Everything doing. In the morning they are asleep. But I try to change this. يعني especially school. There is no schools.
Yes.
My children don't go. يعني.
Okay. Okay, Sarah. Sarah, do you hear me?
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Sarah. Sometimes when for example, I am anxious or I have a problem with my family, with my jobs, with my anything,
Yeah.
I stay without sleep 6 or 7 time. I am thinking.
Yes.
Do you marriage between the anxious and the and the sleep? Sometimes for example, I have a problem with my
Yes.
jobs. Okay,
Mm.
I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Also with exam, I can't sleep. Do
Yes.
you think
As Sahar
this?
has mentioned before, that this is because of the stress. So we be under the stress so that we can't get enough sleep. Our mind is active so that our body can't be the same. We need sleep and we went to sleep, but our mind rejects this because there are
No,
many
please.
ideas.
I don't complete my question. Please
Yeah.
give me time.
Okay. Okay, go on.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
I ask you. Do you think the anxious
Yes.
to prepare the people without sleep, sometimes in the war or in the jobs, and then
Yeah.
you have travel tomorrow to go outside, for example, outside the state or the town.
Yeah.
You stay all time to go to, for example, important jobs.
Yeah.
I ask you the question, specific question. Do you
Yes.
think it is very important to don't thinking about the jobs, and for example يعني نفصل بين الوقت يعني
Yes.
incorrect in connect with
I
time.
I I catch your idea. I catch your idea. You try to say that we have to stop thinking about things, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I say that it's very difficult to disconnect or make no connection between our feeling or our thinking and our sleep because, as you know, thinking is not conscious thing; it's unconscious. So it is not in our control to stop thinking. It's something in our mind. So I think it's an unsolved dilemma. But sometimes we can do that by relaxing, by using different tools to reduce the stress. Firstly, we have to reduce the stress by taking a warm shower or by drinking a cup of milk because milk and something like warm drinking are good for sleeping. And also we can reduce the stress by listening to music or something relaxing, such as melody or something like that. And also by talking to a friend, we can talk and express our emotions or our feeling to another one, so that he can share the same feeling with us and comfort us more and more. So by these ways, we can maybe we can get enough sleep or sleep earlier.
Thank you
Do
very
you?
much, Dua.
Yeah.
Dua, do you hear me? Dua?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes, Dua. You have 3 minutes. I ask you with jobs. Sometimes you have problem. You can't avoid the problem, or they can't to go to the in the weekend. Do you not? Do you sleep more time in the weekend?
Yeah, of course. I sleep all the weekend because
Yes.
I very love
You
sleep.
Dua,
Every
you
week.
have wait.
She
Dua, you have
she she sleeps
please.
all the time. Whatever time I call her, she's sleeping.
Dua, you have 3 minutes to explain the sleep in the weekend, please.
Firas, do you know, every day when I wake up to at 6 morning to go to work, I said my father, I will not go work. I'm quiet every day. I make a problem because I hate wake up early. So as Sarah mentioned, sleep is very important. We need it to relax our bodies. Um, do you know? Our body grow through
I
sleep.
told you the secret, Dua. Did you know that now in the scientist, the clever man or the intelligent man like to the more sleep, like to the no, sleep more time. I think you are a smart woman.
Wow,
Okay.
thanks. Because I very love sleeping.
Yes, I have to add something on this information that
Yeah, you're
Dua has mentioned. It is very useful. Sleeping, I mean, is very useful for beauty, as you know, because
yeah, you're
the
right.
most beautiful women are who get enough sleep.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Complete, Dua. You have 3 minutes now. Complete. Continue.
Yeah. As I said, our muscles, our hair needed the enough amount of sleep because our hair need to grow and all organic need to relax. So
Okay. Name. What's the meaning? Nemo. 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 Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
What's your name?
Nariman Nidal Amar.
Nariman. How are you, Nariman?
I'm fine. I
What's
am
your job?
from Iraq.
Yes. What's your job?
I am a biology from the College of Science Master.
Good. Nariman, sometimes I know, for example, more friends in internet, or the more friends in the shopping, or the I figure out the problem. I ask you the problem, for example, with them. I when I for example I watch the beautiful women, or the I ask the woman, you are beautiful, told me I took more sleep, I need to more sleep. I ask you, for example, you are a woman. Do you think the anxious, or the lack of the sleep to big difference with the beautiful, or the يعني bright the face, for example?
Uh, Sleep. I am loving sleep. Mm, and the women يعني always in the need
Please,
overtime.
نريمان, please break the ice. يعني اكسر الحاجز. تكلمي لك 5 دقائق. انت كل ما نعطيهم 3 انت 5 دقائق لانك جديده، فتكلمي 5 دقائق. Continue.
تمام. Um, Sleep is very good for women and يعني sorry. Always need enough time because the mind for يعني sorry. أول مرة أشارك فأنا أعتذر جدا ما لا أقدر.
كملي لا تخافين. break the ice.
يعني ما sorry.
Okay, يعني I will skip you and I will come back to the now Sahar. Do you hear me, Sahar?
Yeah, first I want to answer you about your question. Do you sleep have a relationship with the beauty? Yeah, I have passed through a citrus time, so my face became pale. When I overcome this citrus and take enough amount of sleeping, my body became better and my face became again better, and it's like a full of energy. So sleep has a great effect on our bodies and our face.
Right, I agree with you, Rolimi. I ask you the Nermin because I have now I read the research method about the woman needs to the sleep more than the man. Okay, but Nermin the new neighbors with us. Sahar, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Sahar, sometimes, for example, in my jobs, I have problem with my office, with my family, with my anything. I feel I need to go to the, for example, wake up with my friends. I can't. I am tired. I am exhausted. Why? And
Mhm.
sometimes I can't sleep. Why?
So, so you ask me?
I ask you about to that. Yes, I ask you. Do you think that this?
You should control your sleep. So,
No, I ask you, for example, because your age close to me, my age. Okay,
yes.
you have
I
more.
think it's not depend on. I mean, the sleep or something like that is not depend on your age or. So it's really important if you are, how can I say, teenager or older man. We need sleep always. So this is the main, let's say the main topic here we are talking about. Everyone needs sleep, but it's different from person to person. So I mean, for me, I like to sleep uh, between 1 a.m. until 9 a.m. Some people like to sleep during the morning. Some people like to sleep until the noon if they don't have, I mean, work. So it's depend. But anyway, I mean, during the whole day, you need to sleep at least uh, 8 hours. So you can like sleep 5 hours during the night and 3 hour like the day. So
Uh, Sahar,
yes.
when I read the leave the scientist, for example, in Islamic or the in the Christian, sometimes Chomsky or the, for example, in Arabic Ibn Khaldun, another scientist,
Mhm.
for example, leave. They they wrote books without sleep. For example, 4 or 5 days. Do you
Mhm.
think the information about their life it is correct or not correct?
Uh, I can guess that exactly, but see, I mean the human have ability to do that. So I remember one time I did that, so I could woke up for 2 days or 3 days. So I mean we have ability, but after that you will get exhausted and you will
Exhausted, so exhausted. Agree with you, right?
yeah, and you will be fatigued and you will have a problem with your headache and you will need sometimes couple of days to get your power, to get your energy to continue your life. So I, as I said, I tried that one time. So I could drive for 21 hours. So, and after that, I couldn't
This is
sleep.
dangerous.
Yeah,
It is
it's
dangerous.
dangerous. Yeah, sure, it's dangerous. So, but sometimes you have to do that for that reason. So, if you read something like that, I mean, I can guess if it is correct or not correct, but I mean the human has ability to can stay 3 days without any sleep, but it's safe. It's not safe. That's
Okay.
totally wrong, and you should control your life and your
Shayma,
day.
good. Thank you. Thank you. Shayma, do
Mhm.
you hear me, Shayma?
Yes, I hear you.
Shayma, now, for example,
Mm.
I am I am reading some books about today in scientist religion because my specialism in the religion Islam in English. For example, more religion die early because they live without sleep. For example, if you know the Nawawi, يعني عالم scientist in the hadith الرسول محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. فمات die without early. Okay.
Why he died early?
Because يعني without sleep his life without sleep. Okay.
Of course, the man without sleep dying.
Please,
Everybody need sleep.
I will please I will complete the question.
Okay.
Now the scientists figure out or find out the life the man live without sleep. For example, 30 or the 40 days without sleep. After after 40 or the 50 days without sleep, immediately he is died. Do you know that?
No, I don't know. But
Okay.
the person cannot still for 30 days without sleep. Already for a week he shut down يعني.
Okay, but now I ask you, do you can continue 3 days without sleep?
No, I can't. I still day a half. I have headache. Nothing. I can't think everything. I feel tired. يعني I feel so يعني بعدني بالإنجليزي صبروني. Sorry.
Okay, so Sarah,
I'm
Sarah,
here. Yeah.
Sarah. Now I ask you, my friends in my college continue without sleep 3 days. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I ask you
I
how can please how can I ask
yeah.
him how continue to without sleep 3 days. Told me I am drink water uh, between the minute or the 2 minutes one bottle to continue
Uh,
without stay without sleep.
yes, I heard about that because in the high studies, we need and they need to stay as much as they can because, as you know, there are much things to memorize and to study from the beginning, which are new for them. So it is the most difficult problem they face in high studies, which is the amount of the materials. So they have to finish them by a very short period of time, almost 3 days. So they prefer to stay woke up all these days instead of wasting time by sleeping. So some people, I heard about this. Some people take pills which are used for staying without sleeping, and this is a very dangerous thing because not all the pills are useful for us.
I agree with you,
But
really. I agree
yes,
with you, really.
I heard this from my professor. Um, One day he told told us this information. So I think, as he told, after 3 days, the body automatically fell to sleep, and the the person cannot stay longer without sleeping. So this is the nature of our bodies, to stay wake up for only 3 days without sleeping. After that, the body rejects to waking up. For me, I'm good at waking up because if I have something to finish, I can stay as I want almost. I need just 2 or 1 or maybe 3 hours a day, and then I can continue the day without sleeping. This is occurred when I have the final examination next year. Oh, sorry, the previous year. Um, in this exam, I studied the material, which was psychology, psycholinguistics, for 3 days, almost without sleeping. And when I went to the exam, I answered nothing. I
Thank
forget
you
it.
very much. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
I forget everything about the exam.
Dua,
No.
I ask you sometimes the mood. Uh, Sometimes, do you think the effect without sleep or the need to the mood? For example, your mood. You can't sleep, or for example, the last previous night. Now or tomorrow you have jobs. Do you think the mood affect with the previous night?
Yeah, of course. I can go work or school without sleep. At least I will take an hour. Once I have posted the post on Instagram, I will say it in Arabic. تربيتك الصبح أو كلامك الصبح ما متعلق بتربيتك، متعلق بعدد ساعات نومك.
I totally agree with you 100%. Continue. Continue.
Yeah, it will have a great effect on our mood because if we don't take too much of a sleep, our mood will become very nervous. So yeah, as you say, it has a great effect.
Okay. Sahar? Sahar? Do you hear me?
Yes, yes, I hear you.
Yes. Sahar, do you like add about to the mood without sleep?
I want to ask you, Mr. Faraz. So why you choose this topic about sleep? And it's very interesting topic, by the way, because we all here like the sleep.
Okay. Really, I finished
I'm
the
not.
exam. I
I'm not.
Ah, you don't like the sleep?
Yes, I don't.
So Sarah don't like so.
okay. Really,
But I
I
hear
finished.
most of the members here, they say we are like the sleep, and so me,
Really, I told you the secret. Now, with the exam, with the previous exam in master degree, I figure out the mood with my family. It is big difference. It is I am anxious. I am nervous with them. Told me, for example, my wife or my sister told me take rest 1 hour. The mood is change.
Sure.
So that
Yeah, sure.
okay.
So when you feel you are nervous or you are tired, it's the good way that you should take a nap. It's really important, and you will feel different mood, and you could deal with anything. So I feel that, yeah. So
Yes.
for that reason you are choose this topic. I mean the sleep.
No, really, because I am. I'll come back to the conversation with you, so that I choose the easy topic to begin. After that, I will choose the difficult topic in the future, inshallah. Next week, I will.
Yeah, sure. But I just want to wonder. So, by the way, it's a really interesting topic that we are talking about the sleep, and we can get some
It is the
information.
topic is attractive with people to continue about to the easy topic sleep. For example, if you
Sure.
if you give them the difficult topic, you hesitated to continue with us.
Yeah. Sure. That's. I mean, that's easy topics. You can get information from internet. You can talk about it, and even you have
Now
experience with that.
I wrote some information from Sarah and you about to the systematic or the dua. Add some information. I mean, I ask you. I wrote. I will send you the picture screen about my information about the sleep.
That's
Sahar,
yes.
Sahar, we have seven. Um, uh, Sorry, the internet is not good. We
Okay.
have six minutes to finish the lesson.
Mhm.
Now I ask you, do you have give me the summarize about with you your experience with sleep. Advise me, for example, with complete the course two. And Shaima, do you hear me, Shaima?
Yes.
Yes, we Shaima and me together study master degree. And Nermin also, right?
Yes.
Nermin.
Nariman, yes.
Nariman, I think you study master degree, right?
Yes.
Yes. Shaima and Faraz and Nariman need to the your experience. Sarah, give me Sarah. Dua, Sahar, give us the advice in the exam, please. You
Uh-huh.
took good.
Yeah. So what I want to say, if you have exam, you should have enough sleep because it's really important to have power and to boost your energy next day. But sometimes, I mean, if you have let's say huge material to prepare for exam, you can't sleep earlier. That's the problem. So if you go earlier to the bed, I know you will have stress and you will thinking about the material or the exams and how can you fix it next day. uh, but what I advise you that you can read during the day to feel uh, tired and exhausted so that you can go sleep earlier and you can walk earlier to prepare for your exam. So I think so because you know the situation in Iraq is really difficult for the student because you know the situation in Iraq with electrical city or with the weather or with family. So we can
With the
figure out.
crowded, also crowded traffic crowded in
Yeah,
Iraq.
yeah. So I mean, I mean, I can give you tips, or I can't give you any advice because the situation in Iraq different. You can control about your time. That's the problem. So Sometimes you say, yeah, I will make the schedule, I will control about my time, but you can't figure out because always you will face some issue or some problem in the family or uh, in the, let's say, in the street or during your but what I can say, just try to sleep earlier and have enough sleep when you have exam, so you can read or tire yourself during before the night of exam. But it's really important to sleep. I mean, night before exam. So that's what I can say.
So for us, I advise you. So as I said, you sleep is very important to revitalize our energy, motivate ourselves, extinguish our nervous, and relax our brain. You need it a lot, especially if you have exam. To wake up early, to have a relaxed brain. Of course, if you have exam, you will not be relaxed, but at least you have to get enough amount of sleep. Is very important to your brain.
Okay, so anybody hear me? Is it still?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes,
are here.
Okay, so I think we are almost here with the time.
yes.
Yeah. So anyone have anything to add?
Yes, I think it's a very wide topic, and there is much to add in another lesson or meeting. So, but the time is run up, so we
Yes.
have to finish the lesson or the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy to meet you here, all the members, and Sahar, Shaima, Dua, and Firas. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you guys again. So it's nice
Me
to
too.
talk.
I'm glad to talk to you.
Uh,
Thank you.
thank you very much. I promise you that the next lesson, without
Thank you, Firas.
please wait. I promise you, without 10 members, I will remove all members in my group. I promise you. Okay?
I don't think it's a good way to force people to.
سار هسه درس
to
خلص
pass.
يعني انا مرخصتك استاذ سار انا مسؤول المجموعه صح ولا مو صحيح؟
صحيح.
انا شو اسوي هسه درس خلص بالانجليزي انا اريد اخذ رايكم انا شو اسوي بعضو داخل عندي بالمجموعه لا يشارك ولا يسمع والله انا دا استمع شو اسوي انا باستماعه؟ اذا ما يكون اكتيفيتي يطلع احسن لي صح لو انا غلطان؟
صحيح، هو بس هم ما اعرف يحبون يشاركون بالقراءة اكثر، يعني ما يحبون
الظهور يعني ما
الشات.
يحبون الظهور؟
أستاذ دا أشوف أني هذا المحادثة أحسها تقوي أكثر من بس القراءة تلقين أني هسه من دا أسمعكم دا تشجع لأن الإنجليزي مو بسهولة واحد يجي قبل ويحكي دا شوفنا نتلكأ نحكي كلمة ونخاف نقول الثانية هذا الحاجز
طبعا
الخوف بالإنجليزي
هو
بالمحادثة يتطير
كلش مهم انه واحد يعني يحكي اكثر مما يقرا، يعني هي القراءة جدا مهمة، لكن التواصل وانه انت تحكين وانه انت تستمعين وتشاركين
نصحوني
المواضيع.
والله نصحوني شو اسوي وياهم قولوا لي شو اسوي وياهم
ما
حقيقه
يحتاج، لا ما يحتاج استاذ انت تدوخ بهيجي موضوع. هو انت تريد تسوي لسن اللي يريد يشارك، اللي ما يريد يعني مشكلته مو مشكلتك انت.
صارت سمعني صارت سمعني
جاي تقدم لهم خدمة مجانية.
كلش
Yeah.
حلوة أصلا يعني واحد يستفاد
أنا رأيي من رأي ساهر، لأن يعني ما لازم نجبرهم إنه يعني يتواصلون ويانا، اللي يريد يتواجد هنا واللي ما يريد بكيفه.
Yeah, so I suggest next week, maybe if you have time or during the week, we can make another lesson. I mean, voice chat that I can switch on some I mean sound, play sound here, and we can translate it, catch some
Yes, good way. Good way.
vocabulary here, and we can join together. So I think if
Yes,
someone
good.
يعني
wants to...
قصدك نترجم الحكي اللي تحكوه يعني؟
لا يعني مثلا أنا راح شو أسوي، أحضر مقاطع صوتية بالإنجليزي وأشغلها، ومثلا نشغل في الدقيقة ونترجمها بيناتنا بالإنجليزي. يعني مثلا شو فهمتوا من هذا المقطع، شنو رأيكم، كذا يعني يصير ترجمة. أما ترجمة إلى الإنجليزي أو ترجمة بالعربي اللي ما مفتهم واللي عنده سؤال وكذا. يعني بهاي الطريقة تزيدون الفوكابيلاري يعني مالتكم، إنه تظل الكلمة ببالكم من تسمعوها وتسألون عليها.
أسألكم سؤال. عندي أختي أم علي ما شاء الله متقدمة جدا باللغة الإنجليزية، تسمعني يا سعيد؟ مس منى، ست منى تسمعيني؟ أستاذة منى؟
I think she's busy or she can't
لا
talk.
تسمعنا على كل. أنا عندي هسه أريد أسألكم، أريد أستشيركم حقيقة. إذا توافقون عندي مقالات متقدمة للطلاب أنزلها وياها صوت، يعني مقطع صوتي للمقالة. إذا سارة شيماء توافقون والله أنزلها. يعني هسه دز لي واحد من كندا قال لي هذا الموقع ينطيك المقالة وياها المقطع الصوتي.
That's good way also.
أنا يعني بالبداية المقاطع اللي تنزلوها بالقناة بالجروب دا أخذها وأروح الجوجل هناك أسمعها مرة مرتين. أكو كلمات ما أقدر أقراها مباشرة، أكو حروف ما تنقري من تندمج، تنقر غير أصوات غير كلمات. فيعني بعد أحسن إذا تنزلها والصوت وياها.
إن شاء الله بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى من اليوم أنزل المقالة ويا الصوت مالتها إن شاء الله إن شاء الله. يلا بارك الله بكم، ممنونين، جزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much.
So good night.
Good night. Good night.
Nice all. Bye.